Okay, you can see my screen, Abby.
Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost, let's log into our AWS server. So today we are going to look at permissions, how to create.
I need to disconnect Kini because Kini unlock pẹ̀lú Wi-Fi dormitory. So I need that low hotspot.
So my practice by the machine.
Yeah, okay, I my follow him guy.
I can follow. I'll have a video later.
Okay.
Well, I did between I do only practice more. That's the new develop. Yeah, to a macro script oríṣiríṣi orí agbolongba ẹ ìwọ go ní òtí ẹ nílé wa. So it's still easier. Whatever we are doing in AWS, Linux, is still interface. You'll be seeing interface. But when we get to DevOps, that is when we deal with backend. So you're going to be using backend, a lot of command to run things that you'll be seeing physically. So today we are going to look at, we are going to do a little bit of backend and see some little effects at the front end, what backend and front end looks like. That is what we are going to be seeing today. So let's connect to our server first. I think for this class, I'm going to be using, let me stick to one particular region for this class so that whatever we are spinning, region will have no last time now.
Yeah, Frankfurt Lulu.
Frankfurt, Abby. Let me go there. Let me go back to Frankfurt. So we are going to be using Frankfurt all through this class so that any resources we provided there, we can easily access it. So only church before 9, so we were in the class before 9.
Okay.
Yeah, after by 8:30 on the church, but before then, we'll be able to achieve a lot. So we are going now. Want to spin up a web server. How to design a website? You understand? Is what we are going to look at today. First and foremost, let's go into that. It's called HTTPD Apache HTTPD configuration. That's what we are going to look at today. How the website you're always clicking. What is being done at the back end. You understand? Is what we are going to look at. It's very easy. What you say, the website, Lily. So let's go there now. Okay. Really PK. I want to intentionally do something so that I will make a mistake. You understand? Let me intentionally do this so that you will see the mistake. We want to ESG, we opened up port, Abby.
Yeah.
I don't want us to open up port. Let's create a new security group. Create a new security group. Allow SSH traffic. Okay, let me edit. We have to edit to create, okay? Create a new security group. Let's call this one web security group. You understand? Let's call this web SG. So I want to intentionally make that mistake so that you see what we want to look at, okay? Okay, our instances is up and running now. So let's connect to our instance. Oh, rí pé àwọn language yẹn dùn.
Language when you?
Linux now, rí pé dùn.
Our command but
the good thing is just those are the basic ones that you have to do. But there are some that you don't need to cram it. You just have a script, you copy and paste, and those are some of them that we'll be looking at today. So you can't be copying everything, but the basic ones is expected for you to know now. All those VI, cards, all those things, because we'll be using them like You understand? So
you see.
So
C2 user lulu.
Oh, sorry, EC2 mistake me. EC2 user advanced. Okay. Our KPI. Okay. So this is the KPI we are going to be using all through during your class as far as we are connecting to AWS. So our system is up and running. So what's the command to update? I told you it's a good practice for you to first update your server after logging in.
Update. Clear screen looks like no come make directory.
Okay. Yes, that's because we have not started using resources. That's why. Sorry. So to update your server, you use the command sudo. Is a super do command. Sudo yum update -y. Sudo yum update -y is a command that you'll be using very, very often. You understand? So it's something you're familiar with. But the reason why I put this -y is for the purpose of automation. But yeah, if I didn't put this -y, if you ask me to still tap y, okay, let me delete it now and see what the update will give me. If there is any package, okay, nothing to do, complete. Okay, that's because there is no update. But yeah, if there was an update, it would have asked me that, okay, do you want to update this? Yes or no? I will just type y. Instead of typing y, I will just put it from beginning and put -y. You want to update, so to just update everything automatically. So there's no package for update, for upgrade. So our server is good and running fine. So let's go back to our running notes. One of those notes I sent to you. It's not this. There was one. AWS. Let me see if it's this. Yeah. Okay. Something I want us to look at. Okay. Install and configure Apache web server on your EC2. Okay. This is what we are going to look at today. This particular install. This. Understand? This is what we are going to do this morning. Not here. So what we want to do is to install or to set up our web server. And on AWS, your web server is controlled by what? By Apache. Apache is the name of the company. So please, you'll be hearing a lot of Apache. You'll be hearing Apache Tomcat, Apache this, Apache that. So the name of the company is Apache. So you'll be hearing Apache a lot. It's called what? Apache HTTPD. And HTTP is what? Hypertext what? Transfer protocol. A normal HTTP now, it refers to as hypertext transfer protocol. The D there is the services responsible for the installation on what? On Linux, which is called what? The daemon. 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 I think there is a better note that explains this. This is, let me check the other notes. I think the other note is more explanatory. This is AWA lecture notes. Let me minimize this. Let me check this. Okay. Let me check. Okay, I think. Let me check. This one should explain it better if it's there. It's not there. Don't worry. Let's just stick to this. So what we want to do today is to install what we refer to as what? HTTPD, which is our what? Our web server. And then the services responsible for that on Linux in general, Linux generally is referred to as what? The daemon. So let me open our diagram.net so that we can be writing there. Diagram.net. So we can just be jotting down something. Diagram.net. Access denied.
On redirect.es.
Okay. Let me diagram. Okay. Start. Let's see if we can. No, we use more of diagram representation when we get to DevOps. That one is more of graphical representation because that's the only way. So, diagram. Where is our whole diagram? Okay. Diagram. Okay. For our diagram, okay, we are going to be looking at HTTPD. Yeah, can increase me watching. Can you okay? Say changes to diagram. Say changes. Okay. So it's better now. HTTPD. And today we are looking at installation of what? Web server using what? Apache what? HTTPD. Installation of web server using what? Our Apache HTTPD. So like I told you before, the services responsible is called what? Apache HTTP what? PD. But to install, if you want to install anything on AWS, let's go back to our server now. You use the word yum. The yum is what? A package installer. You understand? Yum is what? Your package installer. Let me put it here so you will understand. Yum is equal to what? When we get to Linux, we are going to have a complete running node. You understand? A single running node. It might be up to 1,000 lines. You understand? When we get there, we are going to be using the virtual code, which is the studio code. You understand? It's more like a lab text pad. You understand? A laboratory text pad for IT. So that's what we are going to be using. But for now, you can just jot all this in your own personal file down while you are learning. So the yum is what? Your package what? Installer. So to install anything, you have to use what? The yum command. So when you go here, to install anything is a what? A sudo command. So it's either you use the sudo command, sudo yum, or you change directly to what? Sudo su. When you want to change to root, we did this last time. Sudo su. Change directly to use. Or if you don't want, you just use sudo and you run your package straight away because it is what? A sudo command. Because EC2 is a member of what? Is a super user. Though when we get to, probably if it's not in this line, our next line, we are going to study how to create users, create groups, add users to what? To groups. And we also learn how to add users to what? To a sudo, to make user a super user. Because you might be in an organization that will tell you, okay, you are Roland and Babatunde. We might be working in an organization, you belong to IT group, I belong to account group. So there will be a separate group that you and I will have access to. So I have to give permission to user to access a certain group. We will have to study that in our next class. So let's go. So sudo, we are in sudo now, so we don't need this because this is what we are working from. We are already in roots. You see, it shows that we are in roots. You understand? So sudo, we just use yum install HTTPD. So this is yum install HTTPD. Please, you put Y when you are installing to automate the process. You understand? If I didn't put Y, see what happens here. Let me show you. Then you click enter. You see, it's going to ask you, is this okay? I will now still go ahead and put Y. But if I put my dash Y, it will just go ahead and automate the process. So you click what? Enter. So your installation will start. Installing your what? HTTP what? Server. So our HTTP is what? Is installed. So let me check if this will work. Okay. So HTTP version, this is how to check for anything you install, any application you install. HTTP d-what-version. So it's showing me now. This is my server version, Apache 2.4.5c. This is what we just installed now. You understand? Before we do this installation, if you go ahead to check for this service, it should have come with an error message. You understand? So it would have come with an error message. Okay, let's see if we can remove HTTP and see. Let me see. Remove. Okay, let's just don't worry. That is not necessary. Just leave it there. Let's leave it because we have to CD, and there's no time for that now. So you have installed your what? Your HTTPD. Your HTTPD is kept inside what? A particular directory inside your root. Remember, the reason we are using what? Sudo every time is because whatever we are doing is what? Is a root static. So you cannot achieve with just using EC2. You have to change what to root, or you use the what? The sudo command to achieve whatever task you want to what? Achieve. So we want to see the content of our what? Of our root. So you change directly to what? To root. No, we did it the last time. See this space slash is to change directly to your root, and you enter. So when you list, it will show you all the what directory in your root. We have root, we have det, etc. All of them, they house what different what directory. Like your home now, your home houses your user. If you change directly to home now, we are going to see our EC2 user here. Okay, let me change directly to what? To home, and let's list our home. You will see our EC2 user inside the home. So all these things, whatever you are installing every day, it goes to what? A different what? Directory inside your what? Your root, whatever package you are installing. By default, it has been configured like that by default. You understand? There are some packages we will install now, we'll find it inside etc. There are some we install, we'll find it inside dev. When you create your user, it's inside your home. So all of them, there are some packages we install when we get to DevOps. Most of the packages will be installed inside your what? Your OPT, inside your roots. You understand? So the most important thing is for you to understand that whatever package you are installing, you should know the directory where it is stored inside your what? Your roots. So for our HTTPD we just installed, it is stored inside the what? Our var. You understand? So you change directory to what? To var. After you install, you install HTTPD, you what? You sudo, you cd slash, which is what we did. It will reveal all this, you list, it will reveal all this what? Directory. Then you cd to what?
Home. But CD
sorry,
home
we
first.
are sitting in our home. Sorry. Let me go back. It was a mistake. So let me clear my screen. You list again. Okay, we are inside our home now. CD var. So we are inside our var now. Is that not so?
Okay. Yeah.
Clear your screen. You list. This is where our HTTP is kept. www. You know when you want to browse, you say
www.
slash http / where the site name, you understand? So it is kept inside your what? Your www. So you change directly to what? www. You click enter again. You list. So you remember our website content are written in what? In HTML what pattern?
Hypertext markup language.
Hypertext markup or language. That is what it's used in writing our website. It's a Java language. You understand? So you also change directly to what? HTML. You click what? Enter. You delete. So we don't have anything. So to put your content inside your website, this is what they do. You understand? After changing directory to HTML, you touch a file. By default, you touch a file inside this directory. Touch index.html. You click enter. You understand? So let me delete, let me clear and list. So we now have a file called what? Index.html. So your job now as a system administrator is not to, they have somebody that is designing their website, except you know how to design a website, you understand? So your job now as a website administrator is you are working hand in hand with the developer. Please understand that.
Okay.
So you're working hand in hand with the developer, software developer, web developer. You are working with them. You understand? All of us are working as well as a team. So the website developer must have written the code in what? HTML what language. So all you just need to do is to contact him that, okay, I've spinned up the server, I've installed my application that will enable our server, our website to go live. Can you give me the language? You understand? So we now send you a copy of the what? HTML file. So your job is to now VI into what? Index.html. So all you need to do is to paste whatever thing he has given to you. Just copy and paste, don't edit anything. And you see, but because we don't have a script now, we are going to put in our own content. Okay. So we type I to edit. What do we put? This is what? Roland what? Website. For example, assuming this is what he has written in the script he's sending to you. You understand? Okay. So you press escape, you colon, right quit, shebang, you click enter, you have saved. You understand? So let's clear our screen. Let's cat index.what? HTML to see the content. So we have what? This is Roland website. Okay. So you know, when I was spinning up this, I told you I want to intentionally make a mistake. You understand? Okay. Let's see if it will what? Run. Now we want to browse our public IP on our normal website. Okay. Our public IP must be able to what? To show us this content. This is what? Roland's website. So let's go to our public IP. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Because what you are doing in DevOps is automation. You are building. You even feel sick. If you put money, you feel sick at a particular point. Of course, it's worth it now. So this is our public IP. So let's browse our public IP if we're able to see that content. This is how they create a website. That's why I say somebody can create a website in 10 minutes. Just give him the script, 5 minutes, your website will be live. Don't worry, it's going to come with error message. We won't be able to view that content. So you should know there is a problem with your firewall on your AWS server. So you see, we cannot view our website. Don't worry. In this class, we are going to see how we are going to resolve this domain name to your this public IP to your domain name, because when users want to access your website, customers, you won't be telling them to be public IP now. So find a way to resolve this. So maybe you will create a website yourself, your own personal website. One will get there. Okay. I'll be on Route 53. Maybe www.roland.com. You will have resolved this IP to your domain name. You understand? Okay. Like we did in our Windows Server Administration. We also do same. We'll see how it is done on what? On AWS. So we cannot browse our public IP because there is an issue. Now, what is the issue? The issue is with our what? Our security group. So you come here, you come to security. So you click on security group. You edit your inbound rules. Option. You edit inbound rules. Now we only have our what? SSH running. But for your information, the protocol responsible for web server application is referred to as what? HTTP. So you come here, you search for what? HTTP, and you enable your what? HTTP. This is it here. It is what? Port 80. You understand? By default, port 80 is responsible for you to browse your what? Your web server. So just make it anywhere from any what IP address, and you what? Let's add what? HTTPS. But that is where you have what? Your certificate to secure your You know, when you access some server, they will tell you secure, not secure. The S is for what?
Okay.
When you want to, when you have achieved your what? Your SSL certificate. We also get that when we get to 23, don't worry. You understand? So just enable your HTTPS because you don't want any mistake, any error, because you want to save time. Rather than coming to your server every minute to check what is happening. Just make sure you enable what? D2. You understand? Then you save your rule. Have you seen it? Still, we will not be able to still access this server even after doing this. And that is why I told you, do not run away from what? From troubleshooting. When you encounter error, let's see if we will still be able, let's refresh. If we'll be able to still browse the server. It should come with an error message. You see, it has also come with what? An error message. So the reason is because we have not what? Enabled our what? Our HTTP.
Okay.
So to do that, you go back to your what? Your SSH machine. Let me clear my screen. You systemctl enable httpd. Then you do system, because we have not, after you enable, you have to start what? The machine. Start what? httpd. You start your machine. Systemctl, sorry. Systemctl. But when you're practicing your own, those are things you can just do once, you understand? But I just want to show you the possible error that you may encounter, just for you to troubleshoot. What is the issue? Why is my website not running?
Okay.
You click enter. So, systemctl. Let's see status, if this will work. Let's check the status, HTTPD. Okay, our HTTPD is what? It's up and what? And running. If it comes like this, so let's delete. Let's go back to our server now. We should be able to browse our public IP now. Can you see it now?
Wow.
So when people come, they just type in your name, all these things. This is what all your work is to just input. Let me be into index.html. So your work is to do. There are people that write what the hypertext language, but you can learn it. So like me, I'm just learning for my own small website. You understand? I'm learning it. Your job is to just copy and paste here. So that when people now go to your website, you understand, whatever you've pasted here, the content, the developer must have written a script on how you want the website to run, the hyperlink, all those things. That is his job. It is not your own job to do. Your own job is give me what you have written and let me paste inside here. That is another what? Tech stack entirely. You understand? So you only to ensure that whatever is giving you are pasting here, you understand? They are able to what? To view it here. Understand? So this is what you deploy to your what? Production environment. So from the front end, you are seeing this is your land what? Website. You understand? On the back end, a lot of configuration is being done. You install, you do this, you enable, you restart, those kind of processes now is being done. So this is how you design your what? Your web server. So let me show you the one I've designed, because I'm trying to learn through this hypertext language. I'm trying to learn some things there. What is this? HTML for static websites. Okay, I think this is the one I was actually writing. Let me see.
Wow.
Let me show you. It's a language on its own. You have to go. It's Java now. So you just Java, C language, all those Node.js. You just go and learn. I don't think I'm interested in that. In fact, I am not interested in that. Let me see. There's one I was creating before AWS. Is it yet? DevOps documents. It's not yet. So this is what you will learn. When we get there, don't worry, you will learn when we get there. These are things that you still, we are just starting. I've not even gotten anywhere safe. All this one, they are separate package that we'll look in later. You understand? This one is for DevOps, which is why we are even here, which is the main thing we are going to. You understand?
Okay.
So let me close it. So it's just that by practice, you keep enjoying each of the stages. That is just the good thing about it. I'm trying to see, there was a website I designed. Let me go to documents and sign. Our website, yeah, there was it's been long, but that was in January that I even saw it last. Let me check my desktop. If it's I think it should be here. Just hold on, let me check. Okay, I think. Let me check my desktop and come here. So I just wanted to see a better interface of what we are doing now. So you can have a better, even more safe can see back. This is something I see detail now. Because I know I've not deleted anything at all. I've not deleted anything at all. Okay, let me go to my where I did. It's still in my virtual code. I can't find the file again. Where I'm going to delete file in any.
Okay.
Must have deleted the file unknowingly. So let me go to my Visual Studio Code. This is what we'll be using when we get to DevOps. This Visual Studio Code.
Okay.
This is where you write. It's a computer. It's a lot. It's a laboratory for tech. So here you can connect automatically. If you don't want to use a mobile XTEM on this Visual Studio Code, you can connect automatically to your web server. You can start writing your HTML language on this particular one. Right? You can do a lot of things. You understand? Write your lines of code using this application. When we get to DevOps, don't worry, we'll understand. Well, these are the tools we'll be using in DevOps. So for now, let's just start small. Okay, this is where, because I was actually learning how to write HTML, just simple for my website, because I was designing my website. Yeah. It was just one day now. Well, I just did one day job and I left it since that time. So since then, I have not done anything till now. Okay. What I have here is I just want to show you what a website developer will send to you.
Okay.
Open file. Okay. I think this is it. Open. Okay. This is the website I was actually creating. You understand? This is the language. You understand? Okay. This is the hypertext. This is what HTML language look like. So what the developer will do after he has written it, you understand? What he will just do is to send it to you to test what it looks like. You understand? So he will just copy all this now.
Hello?
Shungbami. Hello? Hello, can you Shungbami Roland? Hello, Roland, are you there? Roland is offline.
accuracy.
Yeah, how about?
Can you network Wi-Fi? I'm disconnecting, Jerry.
Okay, no, not as much. Okay.
Yeah.
So welcome back.
Yeah.
So like I said before, this is what the language. This is the environment of your website developer. This is his own environment. But if you feel you have brain to also learn this, that is on your own side, you understand? But so this is what we do. And we come here and copy. You understand? It's going to copy all this code now and send to you. So after sending it to you, you now come to your own lab now. You understand? Let's delete this we have now. So your job is to what? Paste. You right click and you click what? To paste, you right click and you click OK. Can you see it? Hello, Roland.
Sorry, mute. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Okay. So you escape. You don't edit anything inside. Colon, right click, shebang, and you click enter. So we have a fresh content inside now. So let's go and browse our website. So you see,
wow,
the content has changed. So this is just my own play this thing, you understand?
Okay.
Play this thing. So I'm not just sometimes just trying to do. So this is it. So it's the job to design all those things, hyperlink, whatever you want him to do. You would have sent him all the link you want on the website. But eventually you want one link to take you to another. You know, those kind of websites now. You would have sent him
here.
Link. So he's the one, he knows where to put them and design it. That is his job to do. Your own is just to copy whatever I sent to you and load inside your server. And it comes up like this. Shall we clear on this?
Yes.
Okay. So any question? Remember what we did? Let me go back to what we did. CD. Or let me exit. So I'm back to our what EC2 user now. So what we did is we did sudo
yum
su. Or if you can do sudo yum, it's the same thing, but yes, it's preferable so that he won't be typing sudo every minute.
Okay.
Just change to sudo su straight. So we did yum install http what d. And what did you do? We click enter. Is that not so?
Yep.
So if you click enter now, nothing to do. We already have our HTTPD installed. So nothing to do, you see, because we've installed that. So after installing, what did we do? We cd to root, change directory to root. So we click what? Enter. You understand? So we clear your screen, you list. So from our root, this is the directory offsing our what? Our web server. This refers to as what? var. So we change directory to var. So you clear your screen, you list. We change directory to what? www. You list. You change directory to what? HTML. You list. By default, when you list, you won't have anything here. So you touch a file called what? Index.html. So after touching the file, you VI into it. Index.html, and you put your content inside. You can put anything. You understand? Just type, this is my practicing of how to just anything you like. So you put inside. You can put Olaiwola Fumilayo is my year one crush. So
crazy man.
It was it. You were going to that, so you found. This is your job as a website server. But when we get to DevOps, the game is no longer like this, because we are going to, before we are working with a very huge enterprise. So in DevOps, you are going to be doing a lot of automation. You are going to do a lot of deployment. You are going to test for bug. You will test for safety of this code. You understand? You are going to test a lot of things that the developer has given to you when we get to DevOps. And that's why they say DevOps is a more advanced version of what we are doing now. So we are going to be using a lot of tools. In DevOps, you will use Git, your Git. When we get there, I will tell you what to do. At the end of this slide, you create a GitHub account. So we use Git, we use Jenkins, we use Maven, Tomcat, SonarQube, Nexus. What happens? Assuming this server goes down now, what happens?
Okay.
Your website is gone. So Nexus is used for what? Disaster recovery. You understand?
Wow,
to recover every content of your website. When we get to DevOps, you are going to understand all those things. So we are done. That is all for what? For our HTTP. And remember to start. Remember you enable with this system what? Inside our, if you're not in your root, please don't forget to always use your sudo. If this is not showing as root, please ensure when you want to examine your root task, it's going to deny you. Or let me say, for example, systemctl enable HTTP this is going to deny me now because I'm not, EC2 is not a sudo. Understand? It doesn't have the power. It doesn't have the sudo. It's a sudo, but it doesn't have the power. You understand? To perform some root task. So if I click enter and I see it's going to show me access denied. Except I use what? Our sudo. But when you use your what? Your sudo is going to what? Execute it. You see, it didn't come with error message. Because it's already enabled. That's why you didn't see any response. You understand? So it means our HTTPD is what? Is up and what? And running. So do we have any question?
No, no question. Practice.
No. So secondly, what I want to show you, my two major things today is by next class, we'll look at how to create group, how to add user to group. We look at permissions, you understand? How to make user to view a particular file. We are going to look at that part. Shall I share permission last class? We didn't do that.
No.
Okay, so we'll look at groups and permissions in our next class. So when we are done with those two, we fully migrate, we move fully into what? AWS at large, where we are going to be doing a lot of things under our what? AWS console. So for now, we are going to look at how to what? Let me use the word hack. How to hack into a server. You understand? But it's when you don't have the permission, the legal permission to access, to connect to the server is referred to as hacking, you know. But if you have secure permission, if you are legally authorized to connect, it's referred to as secure shell. That's why we are using this SSH, secure shell, because we have the permission. But if you don't have the permission to connect, it's referred to as what? Hacking. So we are going to spin up another server now, a second server to do this. Let me delete this. We don't really need this. So instances, this is web server. Just leave this as web server, don't worry. Let's launch another instance. Let's call this one server 2. Server 2. Still loading. Okay. Server 2. Okay. Our key pair. Really KP. What is our security group? Select existing security group. Let's use our WebSG, the same security group for now. So let's connect. Let's launch our instance. And please, in case you don't want to use your SSH message, you can connect directly here. You understand? Like this server now. This server I just created. Now, if I want to connect, I will just, okay, it's still running. It's still up and running, but let's connect with the one that is already running, which is our web server. So just come here, you are likely to click connect. Automatically, instance connects. The C2 user, so you just go to connect. So automatically it's going to create connection online. Yeah. So you don't have to be doing all those, but this interface is not as sweet. And if it fails, maybe you didn't use this for 5 minutes. If you disconnect, you understand? You have to go back again. But this one is more easier. You just come here, you press arrow. If it's disconnects, you understand, it will reconnect again. You return back to the what? To the terminal. But for this one, you can connect like this. See, we are here now.
Okay.
Understand?
Wow.
So you use what? So clear, you see. So you can connect like this, but Let's leave that. Let's go back to our terminal. Let's cancel this. So let's check if our server 2 is on. Okay, our server 2 is running now. So let's connect via our SSH machine. I want to see how we can watch remotely. So we are going to see what hacking looks like. You understand? Let's see what hacking looks like. So hacking, but there are some a more higher version of hacking. So that is a separate skill on its own. So this one is just the boy hacking we are doing. You understand?
Yeah.
So let's get to this. Okay. This is our second server. This is our first server. Okay. So let's name to name your server, assuming you have multiple servers running. For example, to name your servers, you do what? Sudo hostname. Let's call this one server 1. Is that also? Let's call this one server 1. So sudo su server 1 as it is changed to server 1. Let's exit. No need to hostname. Okay, server 1. Our hostname has changed to server 1. We are changing the hostname is the name of the computer. Instead of all this at IP, this, we want to change it to what server 1. We are supposed to be using switch user to, let me do sudo su dash, sorry, sudo su. I want to change the root. Okay. Okay, we are now at what? Server 1. You understand?
Okay.
We are now at what? Server 1. So let's name this one server 2. You understand? Host name. So we use sudo. Sudo host name. Let's name this one server 2. Done also. So let's connect sudo su. Okay. This is server 2. You understand? And this is our what?
Sudo su dash. We switch it to.
No, you can no just sudo su. It's still the same thing.
Okay.
To still switch it. You still accept sudo su. You still just like you're saying 1 + 1 and 2 + 0. You understand? Everything is still what 2. So it's the same thing. So to hack into your server, assuming okay, let's go back to our what EC2 user now. Let me exit. You understand? Assuming you create a file, let me touch a file. Let me name this file 1. Is that not so? Let me click enter. And you list. You have file 1. Is that not so? Let me also touch a file called file 2. Call file 2. I click enter. And I list. So I have file 1. I also have what? File 2. This is on our what? On our server 1. So you are the owner of server 2. You understand? And I'm the owner of server 1. And peradventure, I want to work on something by 2 o'clock. And I will not have the time. And I tell you, hold on, please. There is a folder. Maybe there is a content here. You understand? I want you to help me work on a particular folder inside my server. And will not be chance. Please, can you help me work inside this file? There is a particular thing you will ask from me. You understand? And what you're asking is my key. You understand? You can now say, okay, can you please send me your key to connect to your server? You understand? So that is the key. If anybody or an hacker gets access to that your key, they will be able to see your server is naked to them at that point. You'll be able to see everything. All this our HTML, we install the content of our HTML, everything, they will see it. You understand? And that is why you see most websites, we tell you how they've attacked our website. Our website is under threat. You understand? So that is because what? They use what is what we call DDoS. You understand? To attack what? The public or the private IP to have access to their what? To their private key. So please, your private key is very, very what? Important. You do not what? share the company's private key anyhow, except to what? A member of what? An admin, somebody you will know that, okay, this person is a what? Is a trusted what? Ally. Then you can share your what? Your private key. So I'm the owner of server 1. Please, we are in server 1. Let's check the host name. Let me clear my screen. Let's check the host name of this server. So this is my server 1. And you, as a network administrator, you want to work inside my server. You want to work remotely connect, refers to as work hacking into my server. So this is what you have to do. There is inside that file I sent to you, this particular, I've sent this script to you, there is a content on it. So you type this SSH key generator. So this one, they're not meant to cram. You understand? Just have it inside your file and you connect to it anytime you want.
Okay. So
ssh-keygen, you click enter, it's generating your key. Just click enter, enter, enter. You understand? If you want to see your key image, you understand what your key image looks like. So this is your what? The fingerprint is this is your fingerprint, you understand? So the server can connect with this fingerprint or with this what? Image. This is your key image, what your key image look like. And no two server can have the same image, never in this life. It can never be the same thing. So what you do next, just like your fingerprint now, no two human beings can have the same fingerprint. The same thing here is happening here. So you cut this content, because if you didn't do this, it's not going to reveal this particular key. You cut this what? Contents. Please, it's not going to cut because it is a what? A root command. Because it's a highly classified word. Let's see if it will cut without using sudo. Okay, it's cut. Oh, sorry, it's cut. You understand?
Wow.
So you cut the content of your what? Key. You understand? Remember, when you spin up your server, you're really KP, it has a lot of yama inside, you understand? So it has resolved it into your server key. This is your key. So as a network administrator, this is what you will copy and send to me now. You understand? After cutting your key, your public, this is a public key. You understand? Your is a public key, you understand? You cut it. You can delete this. Peradventure, you don't want me to have access to it again. You can delete it and probably stop the server, you understand? And restart your server, it will change this key automatically. So, peradventure, if I want to access your server, maybe during an authorized time, because I feel it's a beautiful mini key, let me go inside and do damage to the server. You would have restarted the server, changed the public IP. This key would have changed at that particular point in time. So I will not be able to, you will not be able to access what? My server again. So your job is to what? Cut this. You understand? And send it to what? To me. Or if this server one is my server, my job is to what? Cut this key and send it to you. So you now, this is your own job now. After I might have sent this key to you, I will copy this. You understand? I would have copied this and sent to you now, either through mail or through WhatsApp, or send a file to you. You understand? Okay. So your job now, this is what you want to do. You go back to that file. This is on the what? Remote what? Server. Because this is the server. This is the remote server now, please. This is the remote server. Because this is the server we want to what? Enter. This is the remote server we want to have access to. Why this is the client? Because you are the what? Visitor. You want to enter into my server now, so you are the client in this context. You are the stranger.
Okay.
So you come here on the remote server. We have done all this. ssh-keygen. We've cut our what? Our public key. So on the client server, let's create password. Let's create password. Though there is a practice in IT, you have to create password for all your users. You understand? So please make it a practice. It is important you create password for all your users whenever you are spinning up a server. In the production environment, you must create password for all your users. What is the command for creating password? Sudo pass wd ec2 dash what? We want to create password for ec2 now. So it is sudo pass wd, because we are working as what? As ec2 dash what dash user. You click enter. It's asking for your password. Let me call the password really 1234. You click enter. It's asking me to type in the password really 1234. I click enter. So our password is what? Is successfully what? Created. So you come here on the remote server now. You also create a password for this guy. You understand? Let's call it, you can call it any password, but for the sake of simplicity.
Okay.
Sudo pass wd ec2 dash what? Dash user. Let's call it really 1, 2, 3, 4. Really 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have also created what? Password for what? For server 2. We use the same password so that we will not stress ourselves. That is why.
Okay.
So you come here, you sudo vi, you copy this command. You understand? You sudo vi, you copy this command. Okay. So this is what your own private key. You understand? So what you expected to do, you press I, you want to edit this. You go down. You just have to use the arrow key to go down, the side key. And you get to your words. Just use your arrow key to press, and you go like this. Okay. You press enter. Just come down like this to any level you want. You understand? Do the same thing. So you copy this content as it is now. Please make no mistake. You copy this content exactly like this. You understand? You see how I copied it? Just press your Ctrl C. It will copy. But if you go and copy like this, it's a mistake. Oh. If you go and copy like this, please.
Wow.
It's accepting all this empty space now as part of the key. So if you not run. So please make sure when you are copying, you start from here. From this EC2 as server 1, just copy like this. Sorry. Make sure you didn't align the back.
Okay.
It's simple like this, you understand? You copy like this. So you come here. You come here. What do?
Paste.
You paste it, you understand? So you save. After pasting, you are not doing anything. Right, quit, shebang. You click enter. You understand? So what next to do? You want to do configuration. Sudo vi. You want to configure a particular file. There is a file responsible for what? For SSH, for secure shared connection. You know, I told you before, you vi into this file. You vi into this file. Let me go back. I know you don't understand what we did here.
No.
We are not saving because we have not done anything. Just use Q, don't use W. Enter. Remember, we are working inside the root now. So let's see to the root directory. Let's list our roots. Your SSH, you know, when we downloaded our HTTPD was kept inside our var by default. But when we spin our server, by default, our SSH is kept inside our what? Our EC2, our ETC. You understand? So you CD to what? ETC. You understand? You click enter. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So let's clear our screen. Let's clear our screen. Let's list. So inside our SSH, there is a file called sshd. There is a file called what? SSH. This file that I want to veer into. This is it here. So you CD to our what? SSH. You click enter. Let's clear our screen. You list again. I mean, there is a file. ssh.config. Oh, yeah, could be wow. I'm coming. Let me scroll up. Let me check our file again. You VR into sshd -config. There is a file called sshd -config. Okay. sshd -config. There is a file called. Let's look for that file. sshd -config. If we didn't see it, we have to go back and use that, but it should be here. It is a file. So we want to configure the file. It should be here. ssh. Yes,
I can see SSH.
We have SSH.
But not config.
And when we see the SSH. Okay. Wow. Sorry, we didn't. And then what did you CD to before? Let me check. That is the problem with this, you will think, okay, we still CD to etc. It was a mistake. We CD to etc, not SSH. You understand? So delete. When you list to SSH. So this is the file we want to configure now. ssh.what.config. You understand? So you want VI into it. We are working as a root, so no need for sudo. ssh.what? Sorry, --config. So you VI into it. This is the file. And so to VI into this file, there is a particular comment, something we are looking for. When you VI into this, you are looking for password authentication. We want to change it to what? To yes. You understand? Because even if I give you, I want you to work on my server, I would have given you my password and that key. Let me go back. This is what I'm sending to you. This is my server now. I would have cut this and sent you this key and the password to access my server. You understand? I would have copied this and sent to you and the password. So peradventure in the long run, I don't want you to have access to my server again. What will I just do? Maybe you don't work in so that you not go and access my server behind me. I will just go ahead and change my password. So even if you have this key, you will not be able to what? To enter into my server because I might have changed the password after you are done working. Or before I give you, I would have created a separate password different from the password I normally use. I would have changed my password. You understand? Maybe to your name. I would have said, okay, let me, for the meantime, while you are working on this, I'm going to issue a password to my institution and I'm going to name it Roland. So that it will be easier for you. I will just give you. So when you are done, I'll change the password back to my main password. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back to our server 2. So we are going to look for all these are comments. I told you when you see hash, it's a comment. It's not a command, it will not run. When you see hash, every hash is a what? Is a comment. So we are going to look for password and comment it out. Why is it not here? Okay, this is it. Password authentication. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So you click I to edit. You understand? So password authentication, you make it to become what? Yes. You understand? So then the other thing we need to do on this file, password authentication, yes. So we are done. I think that is all we need to do. Escape, right quit shebang, enter. So what you need to do next to hack into my server. So I would have also sent you my public IP. So please, 3 things I'm sending to you, my key, my password, and the public IP of my what? Of my server. Show you there.
Yeah. Key password
Okay.
public.
Yeah, man, so when you are done, you restart sshd.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. But you don't need sudo since you are working from the root, you understand? It's when you are working at sshd that you need sudo.
Sudo.
Your
Okay.
systemctl restart sshd, and you what? You enable it. Systemctl enable what? sshd. So for every services you install, you have to what? Enable and what? And restart. You understand? So our sshd is what? Is working. So let's check the status. So starting is working now. Started sshd. So this is the status. Is what? Is working now. Our sshd is running. So to connect to my server now, this is the command you are going to run. You use command you're going to see by on the client server. Okay, don't worry, just forget it. I think I still remember that. So you want to connect to my server now. What you do is ssh ec2 dash user. That is the name of the what person. What is the name of the server? The server is what? The server, the public IP 3.70.134.113. This is the public IP of the server. This is the server I'm connecting with. This second one here. I'm inside the what? The server 2 now. This is the public IP of what? Of server 1. So let's click what? Enter. Are you sure you want to connect? You want to continue connecting? You type Y. Please type yes or no. Okay, sorry. Yes. Permission denied. Why is our permission denied? Permission denied. Okay, let's use sudo and see. I'm coming. Let's use sudo and see. Let's put sudo, but we are working as root now. So this sudo. Okay, public key. What is it? What is it? Then Jonah, boy below far.
Church now.
No, you better
Okay.
You know what? Let's copy this thing straight. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Password authentication. Okay, this is it here. Password authentication. Yes. Instead of CD, just when you are done, just copy this file. Okay, here. Copy this file and paste to enable your password authentication. Okay, here. After you must have sudo, you have copied the key I gave to you, you pasted it inside your private key. All you do is to copy this command sudo vi, this particular one, and what, and then put this password authentication. Just change it to what? To yes. Leave this one as no. Uncomment it out. You understand? Password authentication, yes. And what do? You escape, right? Semicolon, right? Quit shebang. You click enter. So let's restart. So let's enable our sshd. So let's see if that command will work now. Sudo ssh. Wow, why is it denying our permission? This is user permission deny. Public key We cutted it now, be sudo vi into this. Okay, people want to change a lot of things since that time. This is the public key we copied from server 1. This is our server 1. Okay. We didn't copy it well. Wait. It started with an ssh-keygen. It's like, okay, we didn't copy this key well. Let's see what it started with. Oh, it was a mistake. We didn't copy it well.
29. It was very
so 29 looks better. So that's why it was the 9. Yeah, come on. Yeah, my jump to my show. Danny, how are you? Good morning. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Control C. Okay, so now we're to connect now. So remember here, let me clear my screen. We created these files. You understand? Let's echo this is our SSH file. We want to put this file inside what? This content inside what file? You know, if you don't want to VI, you can echo. So this means if you use only one arrow, this arrow, only one, it means it will delete everything you have inside file 1 and put only this content. But if you put double arrow, it means keep what you have inside here before and just add this content to it.
Okay.
That's what it means. So you click enter. So let's catch file 1 now. Catch your file 1. File 1. So this is our SSH. Okay, we have a content inside now. Okay, we see how this like this. Okay, let's see now if we will be able to what? To connect. Come in. Okay. With sudo vi, so what we need to do next, we've done this. With vi, we've pasted. So what we want to do is to go and do our what? Check. But we've done the configuration. Let's just confirm. You understand? If that works, okay. So like I said, you look for password authentication. Okay, we'll change it to yes. This is it here. Password authentication to yes. So but there's no other file. That is just all. That is all you need to do. You uncomment that password authentication. Also click escape. Right? Quit since we didn't do anything. Just quit. Enter. So you now go to your what? Systemctl. We start sshd. So let's enable sshd. Enable sshd. So let's see if we'll be able to what? To connect now. Permission denied. What is happening? What is happening? Okay, hold on. We did the wrong thing.
How?
Now. Yeah, Jerry Alpha, the class. Alpha. We did the wrong thing, hold on. We did the wrong configuration inside a wrong server. Remember what we did? We copied the key of this server 1 now.
Okay.
You understand? I sent it to you, the owner of server 2. It was a mistake. You should be the one to send me your key.
Okay, from server 2
from
to server
2,
1.
yes. I will not be the one to do all those configuration.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see now. It was a mistake. Oh. Let's see if we'll be able to achieve that. It was a mistake. Okay, this is server 2 now. Let's see. ssh-keygen, okay. Just click enter, like I told you before. Click on enter. So you come here. You now cut your public key. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And you send to me, copy. Okay. So you send this now to me, but let me come to my own server now. So this is what I will do now on my own server. You understand? Copy. You understand? This is what I'm going to do on my own server. I will just do this. So this keygen now, you might have sent it to me, this particular keygen. I will just copy it. Ctrl C. And what will I do? Okay. So next, copy. You go to password authentication. Password. Okay, this is it, yeah. You click I to enable editing. Then you delete that hash in front to make it a command. So you do colon, right quit, shebang. You click enter. So you do your sudo. We are working on systemctl now. Systemctl. Restart sshd. So systemctl enable sshd. So enter. So I think this gentleman should be able to connect to that server now. Let me see ssh-keygen. Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Can you see it now?
Yeah. Last login.
Yes. So this is, we are in server 2 now. Mind you, this is our server 1. You know, inside our server 1, when I list it, we have file 1, file 2 inside. You understand?
Okay.
If this young man now lists this one now, you see, he's able to see everything I've done in my own server. And he can also work and put content. Let me touch Rolly. I want to create a file called Rolly now. Enter. This is my server 2 now. If I created the file called Rolly, when you go to your server 1, when you list now, you see that the file called Rolly has reflected here.
Wow.
So this gentleman here is able to see all your contents. So what you hear?
Yeah, you hear me.
So that is how you hack into what? A server.
But you cannot hack into the server unless the person gives you his
password, all those authentication. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the move, yeah.
Eléyìí náà, kí n lọ jókòó lé kí n.
Imagine rush. This one is okay for today.
Eléyìí gan, in fact.
But
it's very
suppose I want to send a file.
I
can tag. There's what we call tying. Maybe you don't want to be typing. You want to send multiple files often. It's a very simple thing. Let me just show you quickly before you go. What you right?
Orí mi gbóná ni.
Bele. Sudo tar. This is it here. Sudo tar. File names. What here? This is how to tar. If you want to tar. This one is just. This one is nothing now. We've not even got into the real job. You understand? So sudo tar. File type name, let's call it rolly tar. Let me say I want to send the file to you. You want to send the file to me now? Rolly tar. Remember, we have file 1. Is that not so? Space, we have file 2. Space, we have what? Rolly file. When you click enter, what is tag? So when you list, it's going to what? Tar it. As I say, if I want to send a file to anybody, I can use this tar. So to untar, what do? You use what? The other command, which is what? Sudo tar xvf and your tar name. It's very simple. I've already sent all these things to you. Sudo tar, your file name is what? Rolly tar. Is that not so?
Yeah.
Your file name is what? Rolly dot what? Tar. You click enter, what you untie. So click when you list. You see? Okay, it's just untied. Okay, but it's supposed to remove this automatically. But it doesn't matter, Sha. Okay, let me see. Don't worry, just go ahead with the other one. This one is just to show you when you see a file that is tagged. This is just the command of how to untie it. XVF sudo tar minus XVF, the rolly tar. Yes, SVF tar name. Okay. So this is how to tar. So there's no two way about it. Supposing you want to send the file to somebody, you just click, instead of typing file 1, you just click copy. We'll get to that in our next class, how to secure copy, sudo cp. Instead of typing file 1, file 2, file 3, file what, you just type rolly.what, tar and send to the person. So when the person receives, the person, instead of to untar to view the content, the person needs to what? Enter the what? Untar command, which is what we entered, yes, xvf. Person will just enter this command.
Just like zipping and unzipping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, zip too. For zip too, we can zip too. Zip, you just use zip. There is a code too for zipping. You understand? So it's the same thing. So just leave that one. So go and practice it, please. To practice this, you go to your running note I sent to you. Okay. And let's look at the mistake. I think I did a mistake here too. To connect via SSH. You understand? On the, this is your client server, please. On the client server.
Okay.
You understand? On the client server, you do this, you cut, you copy. Okay. You understand? You understand? When you copy this particular key, then on the remote server, you're not doing this on the remote server now, you understand? You now copy this, you you now do all this, you understand? On the remote server, still on the remote server. It's on the remote server, you're not doing all this what? Configuration. And please make sure you create password for the client, EC2 user. Using the sudo passwd EC2-user, you create a password for it. Then you come to the client, to the remote server now, you do all this configuration. You understand? Then when you are done, on the client, you can now connect using what? Sudo SSH. If you're on your EC2, you use sudo, but if you're already sudo su, just go ahead and type sudo SSH EC2 user at your public IP. You click enter to connect. You understand? So I don't know why it didn't ask us for password here. When we did that, it should have asked us for a password. To delete, to log out, you just say what? I think it's bye. Let me type this if it will enter. Okay, let me see exit, if it will exit. Okay, just type exit. It will log you out of that server.
Okay.
You see connection to 3.7.d is closed. Just type edit. Or you can type logout. It will log you out automatically. Either you use exit or logout. It will log you out of that server when you are done working on it. So any question?
No
question yet.
Let me view the videos, then questions will follow.
That's when we'll stop recording.
Shaggy.
Okay, no, thank God. Stop recording. Would have gone back and spent another. We all rush 15 minutes. You understand? Okay. But our recording is on.
Okay.
So remember to always terminate your server when you are done.
Yeah.
It's only when we get to DevOps that we need to just save like $300 for DevOps.
For DevOps, 300.
Because they are not free. DevOps this because we don't want to be terminating because the configuration on DevOps is so long that you don't want to be deleting every time and coming back. We don't have that kind of energy. But there's a configuration we do. Imagine a single configuration can take us 1 hour to do on DevOps. So if you terminate, you are coming back. It means you are coming back to run another 1 hour to work the next before you start the next day work. So all we do is stop. So when we stop, do our IP by change. You understand? We can always use the new IP to log into our server. You understand? The new IP they will be giving to us. So we can stop, but we cannot terminate our server on DevOps. So you just find small, though you can start small, let's see, maybe per venture $50 or $100. But just know that monthly you will be debited, they will be charging you monthly. It's normal. Okay, so we'll stop the class now.
Okay.
Practice,
Okay.
Call on my show.
All right. Okay.
I'll send it to you now.
Okay.
Yeah.